Dear student, now we are in a critical moment. Now we are suffering from pandemic disease coronavirus all over the world, and it is very crucial time. You are sitting in your home, and you cannot access your class in school. So we arrange some classes virtually, and you can get class from your Facebook and YouTube channel from our Kaliganj High School. So again, I wish you all best, and this is class for class 10 subject English first paper. So you have prepared for class or SSC examination, and we don't know when the examination will appear, but we have to take preparation for SSC examination. So today I want to discuss about unit 12 and lesson 1. So our class unit 12 and lesson 1. So here the topic name, my roots, my root. So here, do you know what is root? Okay, I'll draw a picture, symbolic picture. You can see I have drawn a picture of a tree. So this is the upside of the tree, and it is the downside of the tree. So under the soil there is some roots. You can call it in Bengali shekor. So today our class about my roots. So here the student, please look at the picture. Here there is a tree, and there are some roots here. Now the lesson, my roots. Here my roots. What can you see in the picture? So dear student, look at the picture and the caption below. How do you feel looking at the photo? Why do you think people take such risks to go home to celebrate Eid? Can you see here? Yes, of course, you can see three captions here. At first caption, there are more people who are getting bored on the train, and there in caption 2, there is man who was trying to get on board on the train and fell down on the ground on a rail line. And caption number 3, here people fell down and get hearted here. Okay, please think about the picture. Why do people take a risk to go to their home in Eid or any occasion. So, now you can write some points about the picture. Go to section B, read the following text. Read the following text again and again. I can help you by reading the text. Eid is the main religious festival of the Muslim in Bangladesh. Eid means happiness. Everyone wants to share the happiness with near and dear ones. So, most of the people who are living outside their homes for different reasons have a strong desire to get back home during the Eid vacation. As a result, there is a mad rush to board buses, trains or launches for going home. This often causes transport accidents that take away many lives. However, this cannot stop people from going home to meet their family, in-laws or friends. What makes people rush for their homes in spite of serious hazards? This is nothing but people desire to return to the roots. Do human beings have roots like this trees? And answer is yes, but unlike the roots of the trees, they are invisible. They lie in their minds. It's these roots that make a bond between us and family members, in-laws, friends, neighbors, or even between us and the land where we are born and grew up. In that sense, our families, our land of birth, relatives, our culture, tradition or surroundings are our roots. And wherever we stay, we feel the power of our roots. It's our roots that develop our identity, making us where we are, what we are. When we lose that bond, we become rootless. Human beings who do not have any roots are a non-entity. In other words, they do not have an identity. They don't know where they are from and or where they are heading to. This often makes them feel empty and lost. Dear student, you have to understand the meaning of the text. You have to think over the passage and try to understand their meanings, and then you have some action here. So I can present some vocabs here. Here, board, like board, then transport, then hazard, hazard, invisible, do you know what is the meaning of board? Of course, you know that when we get on the transport like bus, train, aeroplane, this called board. And then transport. Transport, what is the meaning of transport? Transport, which vehicle carry us, like bus, trains, truck, micro, van, rickshaw, this called transport. Hazard, when we feel some difficulties, we call the state hazard. Invisible, what is the meaning of invisible? Invisible means when we cannot see anything and we can imagine, that call invisible. So dear student, you have to read again and again the passage, here the text, and then please go to section C, read the text in the speech bubbles, make question based on the bubbles and then compare them in pairs. So, you know the English class is interactive, but we have to take the class by lecture method, and you of course follow the lecture. And here some speech bubble, you can see here some speech bubble, like here number 1, Eid is the main religious festival of the Muslims in Bangladesh. Then second, Eid means happiness, and then third, in that sense our families, our land of birth, relatives, our culture, traditions, our surroundings are our roots. And then 4, bubble number 4, it's our roots that develop our identity, making us what we are. So, what do you need to do? Here you have to make question from the speech bubble, like Eid is the main religious festival of the Muslim in Bangladesh. So, you can make question through the speech bubble. Here, what is the main festival of Muslim in Bangladesh? Like this, you have to make other 3 bubble. Here, after that, you have to go to section D. Please look at the page of 154, section D. Fill in the grid with appropriate information from the text above. Here, that makes our roots the problems of a rootless person. Do you know what is the advantages of our roots and what makes the roots? Yes, of course, when we have the house in our village and we live in another city or town, and the village is our root and our relatives make roots. So, here the problems of a rootless person, always all the rootless person floats on different times, like aboriginal people like Bede in our country. They are rootless people. They always floats on different places in our country. So, that makes our roots. You have to write here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points here, and now the problems of a rootless person. So, like this, the floating people like Bede, they have lots of problem. They feel they suffer from sun and rains and storms and different natural calamities. So, you have to write some points, the problems of a rootless person here. Now, dear student, you have to go section E, work in pairs, talk about the question. Here some question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 questions here. Number 1 question, do you have any route other than the place where you are living now? If yes, where is it and who live there? If not, why not? Of course, our village student, you have also route and you have your answer is yes, and you can tell that our routes in Bhushongasa, Raisingapur, Barabari and other than you have in your own homes. There is no student here, he or she has no any routes. So, you can go number 2nd question, how do you label your routes? I have my routes in, here some boxes, a remote rural village, a small town, a village, a mid-sized city, a semi-urban area, upazila, a suburb, a city. Of course, you have a remote rural village, you have a route in your village. Dear student, now the question number 3rd, do you feel any attraction for your routes? Of course, when you go outside of your home and stay there for a long time, you feel very homesickness and you try to get back your home frequently. So, of course, you feel attraction your home and you pull in your heart. Of course, I think when I go to outside my home for visiting any place, I feel when I will get back my sweet home. And of course, you have, how do you nourish your roots? Of course, though I left my village for a long time, 20 years ago I left my village, but I feel that I will visit my sweet home, sweet village, frequently I go there, I feel very heartily. And of course, you will nourish your root. And of course, when you will go outside of your home for study in higher studies in university or college, and you will feel your roots. Number 5, what according to you are the reason why people become rootless? Do you think when people live nearby a river or bank of a river, so our natural calamity, when it starts erosion, river erosion, people, what do people do? What do people do when start river erosion? They left their home and try to find out their another home, and people become rootless in this way. So, here dear student, you can go section A, make a classroom survey and present in a chart the type of route your classmates have. So, you have to make survey and then write down on your notebook and make a paragraph by it. Who lives in village and where is their roots and where is their sweet homes? Ask your friends and write down on your khata. That's end of all. Dear student, stay at home and stay safe and keep study running.